the most energy I've had in the last like 6 hours. Welcome to episode 61 of Good Kraken's Death Ratio. I am your host, Devin Stanford, aka Brevin the Dude, and I'm joined by my lovely little cherry blossom. That is Garrick Bartholomew Eaton, aka Vermilion the Beard. How you doing?
Is it bedtime yet?
Almost. Hey, did you know that it is Tuesday, May 6th, as of the time of this recording? Did you know that?
I did. I did know that.
Yeah. I kind of did too. I did. How are you
What does
doing?
your shirt say?
It says Pale Dusk. It's a hardcore band.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like it's the font is very Pokemon-y.
It's very 90s. Like, look at the back. It's like very like new metal. Like
Okay.
hardcore.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely giving some fucking it's giving some Limp Bizkit vibes for sure.
Which I'm down with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down. Like a motherfucking chainsaw. You know what I'm saying?
But anyways, no, cool shirt. I
Yeah.
just wanted to see that. But no, dude, I'm honestly, it's just fucking, it's kind of been a week already, man. I'm just tired. And this like the home stretch that is the last 3 weeks of school is hell on earth, dude. I'm fucking done being there. The fucking kids are done being there. The teachers are done fucking being there.
Oh
Nobody
yeah.
fucking wants to be there, bro. We're all checked out. We're
Yeah.
all ready for the summer. It's like I have 13 days left of work before summer begins. And
Wait, summer is that close for you?
yes, dude. It's that close, dude.
So, are you gonna come hang out?
Hell no, I can't afford to travel.
I know you had the furnace.
God, I wish.
Yeah.
But Geo's coming out for FanX.
That's right. Actually, I'm looking at some dates right now. I won't go into full context. Long story short, I joined a band.
You might be doing the thing.
Yeah. And I'm going down, and on July 23rd, it says Salt Lake City, Utah.
July 23rd. I should definitely be in town.
Let me check and see. It's a Wednesday, my dude.
Hey, I have Wednesdays off.
Let me check the routing here.
My dude.
And then I also will be there on the 22nd and have a day off there too.
Sick.
Yeah.
The day off on the 22nd?
Yeah, I will be in Salt Lake that day because dude, the routing is so weird. We're coming from Wyoming.
Dude, get the fuck out of town so early on the 24th. I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. It's a state holiday. And it is like shit closes down. Like, get the fuck out.
Well, we have to be in Boise the next day, so.
Okay, if you guys just get out of Salt Lake super early if
Dude,
that's where you guys are going.
Listen to this routing. Listen to this routing real quick. Santa Cruz, San Luis, Los Angeles, Fullerton, Las Vegas, San Diego, Phoenix, Albuquerque, Denver, Cheyenne, Wyoming. There's no way we're gonna make that date. I don't think we're gonna make Wyoming at all.
That's a stretch, dude.
Dude, it's not gonna happen. I don't know who booked that. Then Salt Lake on the 23rd. There's a 3-day stretch between then Boise and then Seattle, which that makes sense. Then Bellingham, then Vancouver, BC. And then we take a week off. And then San Francisco and Long Beach. Do you know what Long Beach is?
Mm-hmm. What?
It might start with the word warped.
Oh, that's Long Beach. Yeah. Is that where it is this year?
That's one of the dates.
Okay, because it's like 2 or they do 2, 3.
I think they're doing like 3 or 4 this year, but we're still waiting. Still waiting.
Yeah. They are doing a couple of, dude. That's wild. But yeah, definitely if you're in town,
Yeah.
absolutely stop by. Yeah, no, July 24th is Pioneer Day,
Uh-huh.
in Utah. But for us non-Mormon folks, it's Pie and Beer Day, and
Yeah.
yeah.
If I
So
didn't have to go to Boise that day, like Pie and Beer Day sounds dope.
Pie and Beer Day is pretty rad. There's fireworks. Like
Uh-huh.
it's basically a second 4th of July here.
That's dope. And it's just like 3 weeks after the 4th too. It's just
Yeah.
like
So like literally, there's 4th of July. There's
Yeah.
fucking fireworks stands open all goddamn month, and
Mhm.
then like they do it, and then there's so many, and then there's a ton of fucking fireworks again on the 24th.
That's rad. That's rad. Dude, I gotta say, last night I defended our honor. I was a guest on the Super Friends stream podcast. It is some good friends of mine, Nick Stone and Parker. Parko, as I like to call him. And they run a magic podcast.
There's Parker. You almost fucking had me doing it.
Yeah.
Does Parker like to be called Parko?
Parko. That's what he goes by. He goes by Parko. You know?
Parko. Oh,
yeah,
alrighty.
yeah, yeah.
Is that like a mash? Is that like a mash?
That's like his
first name, last name.
That's like his
handle.
That's like his handle and everything. Like how I go by Brevin. You know what I mean? So like, or like,
I mean, I don't.
Xander.
I've never called you Brevin, but that's because I've always
there are quite
I
a
do
few.
know people that known you as that. I mean, and
like
I know Larry's real name, but saying it's weird.
Yeah, dude. One time I went to a drift. One time I went to a Drift Away show, and I was just chilling, and some folk came up to me, and they're like, "Brevin," and I was just like,
Yeah,
I
that'd be
looked
so
over,
weird.
and I was like, "Yeah," you know what I mean? It's just funny
dude, that'd
because
be
some people
bizarre.
do know me as that now, even though
Just
I don't
like
go
as that
by.
handle.
But like Sam, he calls me Brevin like quite a bit too. You know,
Which is weird because you guys have been friends for longer than
I
you've
know
used that name.
But you gotta like listen. I know it's my name. I actually didn't come up with that handle, by the way. My friend Anna.
I know.
Yeah, and it works. It's just good. It's good. It's good.
It's a good. It absolutely it fits.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, distracted you. You were defending our honor. Super friends.
So I defended GK's honor on Super Friends last night. We played 2 matches of Commander. I lost the first one to Parko. First one. They also had another guest, Retromaster. He's from Perfect 7. It's a Magic the Gathering show as well. Really rad dude.
Gonna derail you again. Does Nick just go by his first and last name?
Yes, absolutely.
That's fair.
He just goes by Nick. He just goes by
alrighty.
Nick. Yeah.
That's a very Nick thing to do, actually.
Yeah.
That's so I mean, okay, to be fair, if my name was Nick Stone, I'd probably use that too, because that's just like one of those. That's like,
dude, Stone is such a good last name.
It's an objectively fucking cool name.
Yeah.
Nick Stone. It is an objective. That's
and
an
he's a cool guy
name.
too. So like,
cool
he's
name.
a cool dude. He's a cool dude. You know.
And I like the way he spelled Nick, just N-I-K.
Yeah. And but what I was gonna say, I lost the first round. Parker won. He won. He won the first round. But we played the next round. And you know what was really funny is like both Parker and Nick were like, we're gonna switch our decks. And me and Ray were like, we're gonna play the same decks that we're playing that we built for this show. And they're like, oh, we're gonna play our mean decks. And we're like, okay. I won on the second round. I told them, I was like, I'm going to turn and burn, baby, is what I said, because I built a deck to just do burn damage and just put pressure on people. And I was like, I am here to bring the violence. And I brought the violence to the point where out loud, Nick was like, Devin is the problem. And chat was like,
that's not the first time he's heard that.
And chat was like, Devin is always the problem. And I was like, I'm here for violence. And then it happened. I won. I defended GK on Super Friends, and there will be a rematch. I don't know when, but it will happen. But yeah, you know what was really funny though? So I have played with them played some Magic the Gathering, just like off stream, like a few times. And I was given specific rules on decks to not play on the show because they hate playing against them.
So, decks that they know you already have. They're like, you can't play this because it's some bullshit.
Yeah. So I got a pre-con and then I built it up for it. Like I switched out
just for the show.
Yeah. And they gave me like rules. They're like no stacks effects. So I was like, okay. You know. So I was like, I'm just gonna make tokens and I'm gonna make you guys hate how many creatures I have, and it's all gonna hurt you as the creatures come in and when they go away. Is how I built the deck. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Aggression.
Exactly. I brought violence. I was like, what? How do you Mardu? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was about. But guess what? We're not talking about Magic because we're talking about the Gears of War turn for PlayStation. Can Destiny 2 edge out a win with its new expansion? Xbox raises its prices and maybe much, much more. Because this is Good Kraken's Death Ratio, where we are slashing through the podcast space to be your source for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear each and every week. If you want to get ahead of the curve, you can head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/goodkrakenpods, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. You can also help us level up our game by joining GK Community on Discord or by clicking the link down in the description section below and then subscribing to our podcast channel by searching for Death Ratio and leaving a review there. Review. That's right, review. Yeah, do it, review. Give a whisper. Garrick.
What?
We got some critical hits. I wanted to play it twice. Guys, please check out last week's episode of 20,000 Films, the least classiest podcast on the internet, where we did our review of Thunderbolts. I mean the new Avengers. I mean Thunderbolts. That's right. We did our review of Thunderbolts / alternate name New Avengers. It's out there in the world. I'm sorry. You know,
you'd be living under a rock if you haven't heard that already.
Yeah, like 100%.
People are so mad. They're like, they spoiled it for people. I was just like, they followed their own rule of 72 hours. You can't be mad. They said after 72 hours, it's free game. They waited 72 hours.
I liked how they did it, though. I mean, personally, 1 week would have made sense, but I'm also not mad at it because, I mean,
that's all right.
If
the people that wanted to go see the movie went and saw the movie.
Exactly. Which those people were me. And I enjoyed the movie. I had a good time with it.
Twice.
You did? You did?
Yeah.
I'm debating if I want to see it twice. I wasn't as hot on it as you guys, but I still liked it a lot, if that makes sense.
Like I said, I'm just a Sentry fan.
Yeah.
And I definitely
came Sentry
at this
great.
Movie. They did him so good. Yeah. I definitely came at that movie as a Sentry fan for sure.
Yeah, I did too. And like I told you, I was really excited to see more Winter Soldier and Red Guardian, especially live action. And I need more of that. I just need more of that. Like, give me a special presentation on Disney Plus. I don't even care if it's like alternate footage from the Thunderbolts movie. You know, just give me a special presentation of that, please. Yeah, I just want more content. Like deleted scenes, I don't care. I just want to see more of it. You know, I enjoyed them a lot.
Go check out our review of that.
Yeah, check out our spoiler-free review. It's going to be up on YouTube and podcast services. But if you are a Patreon subscriber, there is a little spoiler cast about the Thunderbolts. or Thunder
We break
Butts.
it down.
We do. We break it down. I wasn't able to be on the review last week, but I was able to be on the spoiler cast. So if you want to hear any thoughts and opinions, I slid some in there for you from my perspective, you know, if you're interested.
He puts on the proverbial tinfoil hat for sure.
I do. So if you're into that, that is in the episode. Garrett checked the fuck out when that happened, but
I sure did.
Like full
I'm pretty
on,
sure I started
like,
playing. I'm pretty sure I started playing Days Gone.
Full on. This is Garrick.
Like I'm pretty sure I was actually playing Days Gone.
That's hilarious. Actually, that's very hilarious. Also, episode 12 of Songs of the Abyss
because we didn't have an episode
is up. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please go check it out. We will be doing another episode this weekend. And the next episode will be going live for the public on Monday. But if you are a Patreon subscriber, you will have it this Saturday evening. So definitely get on top of that. If you haven't yet, please go check out goodkraken.com. That's goodkraken.com, goodkraken.com, to see all of our merchandise and latest episodes from all podcast shows that we have running. You can also get links to audio versions as well as our YouTube channel off of there. And
Rebecca, I need to be bussing.
You can find us on Patreon. Just like I said earlier, we have our spoiler cast episode of Thunderbolts on there. You go check that out and join up. We have multiple tiers, so it can fit whatever works for you. Do know if you are financially hit by all the latest price increases and stuff, do not feel obligated to give us money, but you can always help us out by leaving a review and sharing on your social platforms to your friends and family. We would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, spread us around.
Yeah,
like
peanut butter. Just spread us around. You know what I'm saying? Just spread us around. Like Ernell would love that so much.
Yeah, I know he would. Which is
But I think it's time we go into our next segment. And what is that, Garrick?
We're gonna be lining up the latest games coming out for y'all this week in the line of sight.
That is right. We are going to be laying out the latest games for the week of May 6th through the 12th. That's right. So this is going to be brought to you by Game Informer. Thank God Game Informer is back. I fucking love Game Informer. All right, starting with today, this is May 6th on the Switch. High on Life is out on the Switch. That's a great game. Fantastic game, actually. I love High on Life. It's really funny.
It's definitely one of those games that like you can't really replay, in my opinion, because it's just because of its kind of humor.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely, I really liked it. It's definitely worth playing.
Yeah, and I think that would be a good Switch edition.
Funny.
Very funny. The knife. I love the knife.
Dude, dude.
Yeah, the knife is so good.
Did he get he got his own DLC?
Yeah, he got a whole DLC. Another game that came out today, which actually I'm kind of like interested in this. I might have to check this out. The name is cool. Metal Eden came out today on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. That's on May 6th. It looks like that this is going to be a shooter, a tactical shooter. Allow all cookies. Yep, that's right.
Oh, it's Deep Silver.
Yeah, Deep Silver. So I'm actually interested in this. This
Not
is
familiar with the devs though. Rycon Games.
Yeah. So it looks like the demo. There's a demo out now currently. This is a first-person sci-fi tactical shooter. I'm probably gonna download this demo and check it out. It looks right up my alley. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
So there's a demo on PS5, Xbox, and Steam right now. So if you're interested in sci-fi shooters, go check it out. Next up on May 8th, we have Creature Keeper on PC. Is this going to be some like Pokemon? Dude, it's totally a
Definitely
Pokemon
sounds
thing.
like
It
it.
is,
It
dude. I
definitely
clicked on it
sounds.
and the artwork
Oh
straight up.
yeah,
Oh, this
creature
like old.
collector. I
Yeah.
love a good creature. Oh, it also says it's an action game.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh, it's gonna yeah. This is gonna be on Switch. I bet y'all pick it up on there.
yeah, this is
Just
going to
looks
be on
cute.
Switch and PC. So the Switch is to be announced as of now, but it just came out on PC. Maybe I'll look into that here for you after this
Bet you it'll be
show.
on the Switch too. If
Yep.
you were one of the lucky few to get a fucking pre-order.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like a lot of people, including like a lot of media journalists, were able to secure anywhere from 2 to 4 Switches at the same time.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
How is that
Um,
any better than scalping?
well, they said that they're not scalping them. A lot of people said that they were like getting them for their friends and like other people who need them too.
That sucks, though, dude. What
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
regular folk?
yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. Well, they have to buy them like the regular folk. You know, they still did the thing. They still had to do the pre-order stuff. Out on May 8th, Duck Detective, The Ghost of Clamping. This is a Larry ass game, dude.
I literally was gonna say Larry.
Dude, the
ass game.
publisher and developer is called Happy Broccoli Games. It is a puzzle game.
Larry ass game.
Larry ass game. Then we have on May 8th as well, Revenge of the Savage Planet. That's on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC.
I didn't play the original, but I've been hearing good things about this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you know
the
what?
co-op game.
You know what I started playing again not too long ago with some friends? I started playing Grounded.
Oh, great game, dude. I'm yawning a lot. I'm sorry. Really great game. It's so fucking hard though.
It is very hard. It is very hard.
It's not a very forgiving survival game, despite its cartoony aesthetic.
The next 2 games I think are very interesting. We have Spirit of the North 2 out on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC on May 8th. And then we have the Midnight Walk on PS5, PSVR 2, and PC.
I am so excited for the Midnight Walk. These guys made another game that I really, really liked called Lost in Random, and it was a very Tim Burton-esque Alice McGee sort of claymation style game. And they do the claymation style again here, and but this time it is a first-person horror game using claymation style. And holy shit, I can't think of anything I've wanted to play more in a while. Actually, like as from a horror aesthetic, I was just like, I just want it so bad. It's so fresh.
I'm interested at the fact that they have a VR version of it.
Me too, actually. I don't own VR, but I would definitely like to see what that looks like.
Well, as a PlayStation user, maybe your time is now. Or maybe not, because those are expensive.
Yeah, dude, how much aren't those shit just as much as the consoles?
let's actually, I'm gonna look it up. PSVR 2. Let's look up. I don't want games. I want PSVR 2.
Allergies be coughing.
All right. Best Buy. We're looking at Best Buy. This is gonna be pre-tax. PlayStation VR 2. Are you ready?
No.
$295.99 for an open box one.
Oh, really? That's actually for open box. What is it? What's its regular retail? 300.
It comes in
like
a bundle.
350?
It comes in a bundle for $399.99. That's what the Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Okay. That's kind of 400 is kind of what I guess I expected, but I guess if it comes with the game, 300 is not horrible for an open box, I suppose, if it comes with all of its components. But that shit's still VR is just not where I want it to be.
Yeah. I feel you.
To spend money on it.
I feel you.
It's getting there though. It's getting better all the time.
Absolutely. And then on May 8th, we also have another game called Yes, Your Grace coming out on PC. Yes, Your Grace Snowfall, to be exact. What is this? Interesting. Brave at Night. And then, this is for you, Garrick. On May 9th, coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, we have Little Kitty Big City. You play
Great
that?
game. I played it on Xbox.
Yeah, Little Kitty, Big City.
I love Little Kitty Big City. It's
You
only
know,
like a 2-hour game.
yeah, it'll be out on PS5 and PlayStation 4. And that is going to be all of the games releasing for the week of May 6th to May 12th. Come check out GKDR next week, and we will go over the next games that are coming out, which includes some bangers. Next week is going to be some bangers, like absolute slappers next week, including Doom: The Dark Ages. Are you ready for that?
Dude, I'm not much of a Doom fan, so I'm on the fence on it. I'll probably play it,
Dude, this
but
one has
I don't
mechs
know.
and dragons and chainsaw
It
shields.
does look like it has like a lot of crazy shit, so which is why I'm probably gonna give it a go. Thank God for
And
Game Pass.
yeah, I love Game Pass. By the way, I've made more progress in Clair Obscure on Game Pass.
Nice.
Garrick, you
You
need to
almost
play
done?
that game. Yeah, I'm getting pretty.
We'll see, dude. I'm so on the fence on that game, and it's like it's not. It's just there's so much about it that's not for me.
Dude, you say that, but I feel like the turn base is like inventive and very like active enough that I think you might like it, because the parry system and the dodge system is very important. So
We'll see. Thankfully, it's on Game Pass, but it does look like hot shit on
the
the
Series
Series
S
S. It looks
does.
so bad. It looks so bad.
I actually might have to look that up because it looks beautiful. I've been playing it on PC and the Series
It's
X.
so fucking fuzzy, dude. It's the image quality is
Yeah,
so poor.
yeah, yeah. You need to trade in that Series S pronto and get yourself an X now at this point. Or actually, if I were
Brother,
you,
the prices on the X just went up, which we're gonna be talking about.
yeah, I was gonna say if I were you, I would actually wait till they come out with the handheld and then switch over to the handheld for Xbox.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah.
depending on what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah. It's got to be a little bit better than that. But those will be the games, and we're going to move on into our next segment where it is the meta minute. You like that?
I did you use a voice filter or did your mic do some weird shit there?
I did that myself with my own voice.
The,
That was me.
the weird robot-y thing?
It went robot?
A little bit. I think you might have clipped. I think you were like just right in the clip line, maybe.
Oh. Well, yeah, we're going to be in the meta minute now. Garrick, if you could you go over our first news story of today?
I surely can. Microsoft announces a Gears of War remaster, and it's coming to PlayStation 2. This is written by Jay Peters
PlayStation
over at
2?
Games. Fuck you. Uh, this is coming from Jay Peters over at GameSpot. Sorry, I'm struggling with this article or this document because I don't know. My computer hates me. Microsoft just announced Gears of War Reloaded, a remaster of the original game that's launching on August 26th for Xbox 20 or for on August 26th for Xbox Series XS, PlayStation, woo, and PC for $40. Gears of War Reloaded is a celebration of one of gaming's most iconic franchises, according to an Xbox Wire blog post featuring 4K resolution, 120 FPS support, and the ultimate multiplayer experience with cross progression and cross platform across all platforms. This is the definitive way to experience the game that started it all. The game will have the full breadth of content from the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and players will gain immediate access to all post-launch downloadable content at no additional cost, including the bonus campaign act, all multiplayer maps and modes, and a full roster of classic characters and cosmetics unlockable through progression. Gears of War Reloaded will have 2-player co-op for the campaign and 8-player multiplayer. And if you owned Gears of War Ultimate ahead of Monday's announcement at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, you'll get Reloaded as a free upgrade. Last year, Microsoft Microsoft announced a new game in the series, Gears of War E-Day, which does not yet have a release date.
Dude, I'm actually stoked about this. Um, I'm definitely gonna play this. Like 100%. I'm gonna hit up Ernell, and him and I are gonna play this. Is this something that interests you at all? I mean, this is like kind of like one of the pillars of Xbox. You know,
I've never played a Gears of War game. I've never played Gears of War.
I think you would
So
like it.
I
It's a
probably would enjoy it. I know it's a third person. I know all about it. Like I know it's a third person cover shooter. I know it's very sci-fi heavy. I know it's about aliens invading Earth among other things. Um,
but they
but
don't invade Earth from above, though.
no, they come from underground.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know. I mean, again, Game Pass, right? Hopefully it looks decent on the Series S. This being a proprietary game, I bet you it looks good on the Series S. I
Well,
bet you they make
100%.
it. I bet you they make it run well. So I'll probably be checking it out. But then again, 40 bucks actually is fucking a $40 game's real goddamn enticing to me these days.
Well,
I gotta be honest. You're selling me games that are at 40 bucks.
uh,
40 and $50 is a lot easier of a buy
Cl-
than 70.
Claire Obscure is only $50 on PlayStation. So
Yeah, I did, which is why I have been teetering. If I do end up playing it, I think I will play it on my PlayStation.
Mhm.
I just really, really want to. I need to research that game to make an informed purchase because I
Yeah.
regret buying Baldur's Gate 3 so fucking much.
And those
Dude,
and I will say
so much.
those are two very different games.
I know they are, but
Yeah.
like it's just I
And
definitely like gave into the FOMO on that one, and I loaded it up and I played for like an hour, and I'm like I'm never gonna play this shit again, and I didn't.
yeah. And like I Xander and I got into an argument with DJ and Ernell, which I think is hilarious because Ernell's like he hasn't put more than 2 or 3 hours into Baldur's Gate, and Xander, DJ, and I, we've all put hundreds of hours into
Dude, Xander
Baldur's
be
Gate.
playing the fuck out of Baldur's Gate still.
Yeah, yeah. I love that game. It's a great game, but I think the story in Claire Obscure is better. Like 100%. Like throw the zeitgeist out the window. Claire Obscura is a better game in my opinion. That's where I'm
Fair enough.
standing on it. I'm standing on it right now. I'm standing on business. So,
But yeah, no, I'll probably give this game a go. We'll probably honestly, I'll probably just because it's like kind of a monumental thing that like this franchise is coming to PlayStation. I might just pull the trigger there.
yeah.
Because I really liked the trailer for E-Day. I was like, oh, this shit will look. That trailer was pretty fucking hype. Actually, I remember really liking that trailer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably will. I probably will get this and play this. Probably won't touch the multiplayer, but I mean, if it has like multiple games worth of campaign here, which is I'm sounding like it does, right?
No, it's just the first game with the bonus
Oh,
campaign
just the first game. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's
I
just the
thought it
first
was
game.
like a bundle. I'm glad I asked.
So it's
Well,
just
still,
the
40
first
bucks is still good. Still
with
good.
all of the content, and if it's anything like the remaster of Oblivion that they did, then this would be a no-brainer in my book because
Yeah, for sure.
Oblivion is a remaster and it looks like a fucking remake. It's crazy, you know. But I think this is worth it. I think this is also with this coming to PlayStation. I think this is prepping everybody for showing that you know, the next installment of Gears of War is gonna be on PlayStation, and I think that's
yeah, they're gonna capitalize because that's their new thing, man. Is like Xbox wants Xbox games everywhere, and that includes on PlayStation. I think there's gonna be I think there's probably gonna be a few games that like they hold on to themselves for themselves a little longer, right? Like Fable.
I think Fable and Halo are the ones that are gonna be like
yes
are you're not
hard
really
Xbox.
Yeah. I think that is, but I think Fable is more likely than Halo to come to PlayStation though.
Absolutely, super agree there.
Yeah, especially with oh my gosh, what's the studio? that's working on it right now. The same studio that did Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon just came out on PlayStation.
Oh yeah,
Right?
on PlayStation. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think it's interesting that we're seeing this as a more common thing. We did just have Forza Horizon come to PlayStation. Indiana Jones got an announcement coming to PlayStation. I think that the
I'm
next
pretty sure it
game,
comes out this month, right?
yeah, I think the next game that they're going to announce coming to PlayStation, I think is going to be Starfield.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could see
And
that.
I bet you all the Starfield hate goes away at that point. I bet people are going to talk about how much they actually like the game now.
It ain't gonna go away from me, but I bet you the community at large will. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say this, after all the updates and everything, it had its own like Fallout 76 moment. You know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. I'd still
Yeah.
rather play Fallout
Yeah.
76.
I've been getting the urge to jump back in that, by the way.
Dude, me too, actually.
My guy. Well, speaking of getting the urge to jump back into things, we're going to move on to our next story here. Destiny 2 reveals Edge of Fate expansion, release date, and gameplay. This is coming from Derek Nichols over at Game Rant. And my name is Devin.
I realized I forgot to do that.
That's fine. It's my thing. Bungie reveals a massive amount of information for the next year of Destiny 2, starting with new gameplay and story details for the Edge of Fate expansion launching in July. After an initial wave of worry following the arrival of Marathon, Destiny 2 players finally got their moment as Bungie showed off a ton of new details for the next phase of the game. With the post-Final Shape episodes finally coming to an end, Bungie confirmed a new era for Destiny 2 with codename Apollo. While the developer teased large-scale changes to Destiny 2, including a complete rework of armor, the studio also confirmed new features like the Event Home, which is launching alongside the new Heavy Metal PvP mode on May 9th. Heavy Metal? Still, May 6th was likely circled on most fans' calendars as Bungie would be finally showcasing the new big features of gameplay for Edge of Fate. After teasing a full reveal of Edge of Fate on May 6th, Bungie finally pulled the curtain back on the next phase of Destiny 2, previously known as codename Apollo. Edge of Fate kicks off the Year of Prophecy on July 15th and seems to place a greater emphasis on the enigmatic group known as the Nine. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. They might get me back. Players are heading to Kepler, a planetoid featuring a singularity and covered in dark matter. Bungie has teased that players will unlock new destination abilities along with a large number of core gameplay changes like Armor 3.0 and much more. Destiny 2 Edge of Fate release date is going to be July 15th, 2025. Alongside the story and gameplay reveal, Bungie also revealed plenty more as well. A new raid is set to launch 4 days after the expansion, kicking off a new race, while the annual Destiny 2 event known as Solstice is set to return later this summer, bringing with it new ocean-themed holofoil weapons to collect. One of the most requested Destiny exotics, No Land Beyond, is also finally making its way to Destiny 2. Though it appears to be only available for those who purchase the Year of Prophecy Ultimate Edition, which includes the full year's worth of content. Interestingly enough, Star Wars was a major element to the reveal. Bungie teased that the next expansion, known as Renegades, which appears to take heavy inspiration from Star Wars, with a warlock even brandishing some sort of lightsaber. Outside of teasing a major new crossover that builds on the previous Destiny 2 and Star Wars collaboration, players who pre-order the Year of Prophecy Ultimate Edition will unlock the Darkside Legends bundle, which adds Kylo Ren, Darth Vader, and General Grievous armor sets as well. I have lots of feelings. All right. I loved the story of the Final Shape. Like 100%. Loved the story. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was the best thing Bungie has done since like Halo 3 or Halo Reach even. The CEO of that company is such a D-bag though, dude. Like such a huge D-bag, just laying off people constantly and buying shit tons of cars and taking huge bonuses. And then just like with the whole like the content was so lackluster after the initial release. It doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make it this
Yeah,
game
dude, they definitely
always
banked on the final shape being
yeah.
enough of a big boom on its own to
And it wasn't.
ride.
They lost so much of a player base after the first season
Well,
of that.
I actually just looked up what their current like player count was over like the last 30 days, and it's sitting there at around the same as fucking Helldivers, man. It's like 48K.
Yeah. I mean, people still play it. It's I have such a love-hate relationship with Destiny. As
I
you
mean,
know.
granted, that's just on Steam, and we're not counting and some other
Yeah.
metrics and stuff. But like,
Yeah, because there are a lot of Xbox and PlayStation
I
players.
bet you, like, it's probably got a couple. I bet you it has a larger community overall compared to Helldivers.
I'm gonna assume.
Sure. I'd probably say it's got a healthy 250,000. That's keeping
I was gonna
the
say
game
300.
stable.
I was gonna say 300 between the three platforms. I'd say 300,
Mm-hmm.
and I bet you 150 of that's on PlayStation.
Yeah, a lot of that is. I think the majority console chunk is definitely on PlayStation.
Yeah,
I mean that's what I have it on. Dude, I have the final shape. You guys
dude,
got it for me, and
I know we bought it for you.
I think I have so many.
It is such a good story. It really is. It is
I was so behind, dude. What was I doing when I was trying to get to the final shape, and I'm on the goddamn Neon City.
Oh
My
yeah,
god.
that
It
DLC sucked. That
sucks,
expansion
dude.
sucked.
Oh my
Garrick,
god. You
I
can't
will
skip it.
I will only play this game if you do. And I'm not trying to tell you to play it, but I'm letting you
Dude,
know that's where I'm at.
I have to get through that fucking doo-doo ash experience.
I mean, that's why I'm saying I'd help you do it, but like I'll only play if you play. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Like I'm in there like swimwear with you. You know what I mean? We can put our speedos on and jump into the Neon City together.
I fucking hate it there.
Me too.
I hate it there.
But but if there's anything I've learned, I'm willing to suffer because playing Destiny is suffering.
Yeah, it fucking is, brother.
It really is. It really is.
Dude, I think
can I be honest with you?
Xander's on the fence about coming back too, brother. I know.
Dude, you know where they got me?
I know he is.
You know where they got me? The mention of the 9.
The 9.
That's where they fucking got me because like that's like the.
Have you watched the trailer?
I haven't. I have not watched the trailer.
It's unfortunately they did what they do, and it's a good fucking trailer.
I'm like purposely staying away from it because I don't because here's you know what's gonna happen.
I haven't watched it yet.
Thing.
I started it and I was like, no, if I watch this, I'm gonna fucking.
I'm gonna do the same fucking thing that I did last year. I spent $100 and some odd dollars on the fucking full year. I played it for the first season. Haven't played it since. I uninstalled that shit.
I will say I've never done the full year thing. I think there's still DLCs that like I would have to technically buy on because of the way they fucking do things, right? On my PlayStation to make sure I had access to everything that made sense.
Yeah. If you do play that game, just play it on your PlayStation as well, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling with it. But, you know, speaking
of duality of a Destiny fan, dude.
Dude, I know. And like here's the thing I have to remember. It's like I reserved a lot of Magic product for the next release because
dude,
Final Fantasy is coming out.
I have I'm checking every day. There's a new Kill Team pre-order coming out. And I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it, Devin. I know when it's gonna go live. It's not, but like I'm waiting for any piece of information I can get on it.
Dude, I got I got a play booster box, like a whole ass box.
Hell yeah.
I got the Titus Commander set. I got the Cloud Commander set, and I got a collector's gift bundle, which is like, like they're big boxes that come with a bunch of packs and, like accessories and like special D20s and stuff. And then I also got a pre-release box.
Like these special D20s like these.
Yes. Special D20s like all of these. These are look at these ones.
This is my Mardu D20.
Your Mardu?
Yeah.
This is my Mardu D20.
Here, let's see. Zoom it in or like close it up if you can.
Mardu symbol right there. You see that?
Is this one Mardu? I think it's Mardu. Anyways, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I have a couple of different.
This is my favorite one. This is my March of the Machines. It's like marble.
I know for sure I have a Tarkir dice, and I think maybe. Oh no! This one might be one of my Innistrad dice.
Yeah. This is my Tarkir one right here.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah, it's the new one from the new set. It's like kind of like
that's a
transparent.
Bigger dice than, like.
Yeah. No, they started so like the pre-release.
Bigger?
So the pre-release ones are like, this size. Like they're.
Like yeah. That's what these are. These are the pre-release dice.
These are the bundle ones.
Oh.
They're like oversized ones, spin downs.
Okay.
Yeah, they're great. I have a few of them. I think. Yeah. I have 5 bundle box ones. So I don't know if that's a good thing, but anyways, yeah. We're gonna move on to our next segment.
We sure are.
Garrick, what is that segment?
I don't know. Which one is it?
We're gonna select some chapters here, and the chapter select. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we were still doing that or not.
Yeah, I say let's touch on it. I mean, we're still playing it, so let's touch on it here.
Absolutely.
There's a little game that you and I have both been playing. You more so than I. But we definitely spent a few hours playing this the other day. Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna.
You're gonna bring it up. Let's see.
Bring it up and see how many hours I got. I'm curious.
I have exactly 3.5 hours in the game. Last played 3 days ago.
I got to turn my whole TV on and give me a second. No, give me a second.
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck with
but
my
Claire
lighting,
Obscura, I have 18 hours in now.
But tell the folks, give them the factoids.
Absolutely.
Double check the release date because I think it might have 2.
Well, yeah, because it came out in early access. It came out in early access on PC.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. The release date. So we're going to talk about Towerborne. The developer is going to be Stoic, and this was published by Xbox Game Studios. The previous titles by Stoic has been the whole Banner saga. And that is including
I have 6 hours in.
Banner Saga Factions, Banner Saga 2, and Banner Saga 3, which I've actually never played any of those games. Have you played any of them?
I know of them, but I have not played.
Yeah. Now I'm like interested to look into them and see what they're all about. But this was released originally in early access on Windows back in September 10th of 2024. That's when they were doing a lot of trial testing and game testing. But it is now officially out in game preview on Xbox Series X and S and Game Pass. And this just came out April 29th of 2025. So Towerborne is a free-to-play side-scrolling action role-playing game that was developed by Stoic and published by Xbox Game Studios here. It's a side-scrolling game kind of inspired after like beat 'em ups similar to like X-Men and like Teenage Mutant
Castle
Ninja Turtles.
Crashers.
Yeah, big Castle Crashers
Big Castle
influence.
Crashers, Streets of Rage vibes.
Yeah, which I'm 100% all about. I love Castle Crashers. It's one of my favorite games on the
I
Xbox
fucking love that
360.
game, dude. It's
One of the best.
so good.
It's one of the best arcade games to play with your friends, like hands
We
down.
tried so hard to beat that shit. It gets so hard at the
It
towards
does.
the end.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if this game gets really hard as well. So
Yeah, not enough to know the scaling, but I've heard that like tier 4 and 5 is like it beats the fuck out of some people.
Yeah, which I'm interested in. We might need to pop in it. I know we're gonna be tired and hungry, but we might need to pop in it. We might need to.
Mayhaps.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so this game takes place in the City of Numbers. It is a post-apocalyptic fantasy world overwhelmed by monsters. The heroes of Towerborne are known as aces. Those are going to be your characters that you play as. What I do like, it kind of has an element, like some RPG elements of Diablo, in a sense, like with your gear and everything. Even down to equipping like gems for like extra buffs and stuff, which I really like.
Yeah, it does take a more ARPG approach to its loot. I definitely like when they use the term, they self-coined like their own term as a looter brawler.
Yeah.
And when I think in my head when I like set the expectation for that, I was looter, I guess, always in my head. One of the things I default to more often than not is like the Destiny loot system, which not a lot of games actually copy the same way that they do. Destiny's loot system is very much its own thing, and this is definitely more on the Diablo side of things. Funnily enough, it actually takes some aspects from another game that tried to take off in this sort of genre. That I think it being a little different didn't set it apart quite as much. But Godfall, its loot system is very similar to Godfall. Very, very similar to Godfall.
I never played Godfall. Never played that.
I fucking adore that game, dude. The combat is so punchy.
Okay. But yeah, no, this game's fun. It's got a little city hub. It brings in those MMO elements that you would see like in Destiny, for instance. There's a tower you go to and you can see other players running around and collecting their quests and turning them in and stuff, and you can see like everybody's gear and all that. There are 4 different classes as of right now that you can switch between, including the Pyro class, the Rock Breaker, the Sentinel, and the Shadow Striker. The Pyro class is kind of like a 2-handed weapon type build that you can play as. There's the Rock Breaker, which I know that's what Garrick is playing as. He's got his big old Hulk smash mittens. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I literally have an ability now called Standing Ovation, and it's the fucking clap.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's cool. There's the Sentinel, which is what I've been playing with because Garrick knows I like my sword and board. What I found out, I don't have it yet, but there's an ability where you Captain America throw your shield.
Dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like literally, it's literally a whole clap. Like it's fucking like it sends the enemies flying hella far.
There's also another class called the Shadow Striker, which is
that's what Xander's been playing as.
Yeah, it's the rogue.
We're all playing this.
Yeah, we're all playing this game. It's a fun game, and we're all playing different classes. I didn't even know that we all chose different classes like that. That's cool. That's
just
cool
incidentally. Ernell almost went Sentinel, but he decided he liked Pyro class a little better.
Cool. Because like, yeah, you and I were playing together, and I'm sure you noticed I found out the synergy pretty fast with the Sentinel and how to move around with him and stuff. I did a lot of aerial combat with the Sentinel. He has some aerial combos.
I love beat 'em ups like this and like in these sorts of games. So like, dude, the first thing I did was like I was testing out combos and like trying to get a feel for like what made the characters do what and what my character was good at, what it wasn't very good at. The Rock Breaker is really fun, man. They're very they're very disruptive. I don't do like super big damage, at least not right now. But like I'm really good at like fucking with enemies.
I do a lot of stacks damage,
knocking them up.
Like I do a lot of poison and bleed is what I've set my guy up to do. A lot of poison and bleed damage right now. But yeah, the game's really fun. I'm actually genuinely surprised. I remember when we first saw this at Summer Games Fest, we were all pretty captivated by it, especially Garrick and I were like, oh, I want to play this game.
I did really want to play it. I was very excited to play. I'm so glad it's like naturally just a free to play game too.
Is it really just naturally free to play? Because I don't know. I don't think it is.
Well, you did say it was, and when you were reading.
Let me double check. I'm looking it up on Steam right now.
Yeah, but if it
is like not free to play.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, but
it is game
you
preview.
Were reading that from is incorrect.
Game preview. Yeah. So yeah, it is.
What's its price on Steam?
So if you were to buy the game outright and not play it through Game Pass,
$30.
$24.99. $24.99.
I'd pay $25 for that.
Yeah. So yeah, not too bad.
Great game on Game Pass. These are the kind of games I love to see on Game Pass.
Yeah, and I do like the overworld it has too. The overworld is really cool. It has like kind of like a D&D RPG.
D&D, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And the creature design is actually really cool. I mean, we barely scratched the surface.
I like the art. I really like the art direction altogether. I've done a couple. I've done a couple of like more of like the city ventures, which are like the little like the side-scrolling dungeons you do with like the bosses at the end. And Xander, Ernell, and I fought like this this bow and arrow.
Oh no. Did we lose him?
Be wild, dude. And he was actually a really, really complicated fight. Like he way harder than like the double axe tail gobbo.
Yeah. I want to fight that giant creature that's like across that lake.
The pond? Fuck yeah, dude. Me too. The mole badger dragon thing.
Yeah, I'm highly interested to see what that turns into. But yeah, no, this in my opinion is a game that everybody should try, especially if you're looking for something to play with friends. It's also couch co-op too, so you can do 2-player couch co-op.
Sure is.
With this game, including playing with other people. So you could be playing couch co-op and have people join in on your guys' game. Yeah. So I think this is a good game. I think this is a great time for this game to release. I'm gonna be honest. This is already on Game Pass. Sorry, PlayStation people, it's not available over on that side. But if you have a PC, you can play it on PC, either PC, Game Pass, or through Steam. But I'm going to say right now, this is a play it now game for me.
Absolutely. This is a play it now for me too. Interesting concept, well executed. Blends several genres successfully while also creating like its own unique identity. I love to see games like this come out into the space. These are the kinds of games that I used to look forward to playing frequently as a kid. The ones that stood out to me that did something unique. And this does do something unique. This is like an MMO RPG light with like beat 'em up side-scrolling mechanics. And some like ARPG Diablo like looter shooter style I really appreciate what it's got on offer. Yeah, if you're into any of those genres, it's got something for you. Play it now.
Absolutely.
And $25 not on Game Pass that's a steal for this kind of game.
Dude,
like I feel like you could easily get your money's worth $25.
The fact that Claire Obscure is only $50 and this game is $25. You can get 2 really good games right now
for the price of a full price game.
Exactly. You get a multiplayer game.
In this economy, we got a game smart, folks.
Yep. And these are 2 great games for the value. I would easily pay $70 for Claire Obscure on its own. 100%.
I definitely get the impression that it's like AAA title. The fact that it's only $50 is kind of crazy.
Well, did you know that it was only made by a studio of 30 people? They're all ex-Ubisoft devs too. Oh no!
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you are. Yeah, I did some research. I found out that the game director, the last game that he directed was Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So he left Ubisoft being like, I don't want to fucking make this shit. I want to make games that I care about.
Dude,
You know?
Breakpoint sucked.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it. The story was very uninteresting to me.
Yeah. I do think it's interesting that he went from working with John Bernthal to working with Charlie Cox. If you think about it. But yeah.
Yeah.
He's now worked with the Punisher and with Daredevil. But yeah, we're gonna go into our final segment of the show. I'm gonna snap you into the end game because that's where we're at. And we have a little topic of discussion we're going to be going over. Because guess what, guys? I'm sure you've seen it already, but Xbox prices are going up. And I have a little article I'm going to skim over here. And this article is going to be from Game Informer. So Xbox console and accessory price increases begin today. And this was May 1st when this was written. And this was written by Marcus Stewart. So $80 first party title games are starting this holiday. Microsoft has announced a series of price increases for Xbox consoles, accessories, and upcoming games. Beginning today, hardware will see a significant price change based on the country and region. Microsoft has also confirmed it will be launching some first-party games at $79.99 this year. A post on the Xbox support page details the adjusted prices for consoles, controllers, and headsets. These prices vary across the United States, Europe, the United Kingdom, Australia, and other territories. We've included the US price changes in this article and recommended our international readers visit the support page to view the pricing updates for the respective countries. So, recommended retail pricing for Xbox console and controllers as of May 1st, 2025. So we'll be starting at the Series S, the 512 gigabyte model. It is now going to be $379.99, originally $299.99. So that has increased by a whopping $80. And then next up on the list is going to be the Xbox Series S 1 terabyte.
Damn.
It is now $429.99, originally $349.99. Then we got the Xbox Series X Digital Edition. It is $549.99, originally $449.99. Then we have the Xbox Series X. This is the one that I have. It is now $599.99, originally $499.99. And then we have the Xbox Series X 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition going for a whopping $729.99, originally $599.99. Oh no, we lost Garrick. Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah, that is expensive. We're gonna go over the controllers and headsets now. So your standard Xbox wireless controller is now $64.99. So that went up about $5. It was $59.99 originally. And then you got the colorway, like how they have all the color ones. Those are now $69.99. Those were still like roughly anywhere from like 60 to 65, depending on what color it was originally. The special edition, like this guy right here, this is a special edition controller. Those are now going for $79.99, which those were 70 originally. And then the limited edition controllers. These guys, this is the Starfield one. This is the limited edition one. These are going for $89.99 now. $90, dude. This controller is going for $90 fucking dollars now. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? But this controller is $90.
Fucking upset, dude. I have actually already kind of slowed down buying games in the past little while. Dude, because even like I know we've been at $70, but $70 sometimes it kind of feels like a big chunk of change for a video game. Like I'm not wanting to fork over $70 a lot of the time these
Mm-hmm.
days. I'm just not. I'm looking for I will be the first person to say that I've turned so forward facing towards indie games. It's ridiculous. I look for games that are in like that 50 to like that 20 to $50 price range, maybe $60. Um like I'm definitely looking at like double A's and like indie games a lot more. Like I'm looking at supporting smaller developers a lot more because this shit like this just constantly stings. And like I know there's
Uh-oh. We lost Garrick. We
no,
lost
they
him.
fucking didn't. This is not Nintendo's fault.
Oh,
This
you
is
we
not
lost
fucking
you.
Nintendo's fault.
We lost you for a second. Rewind about 30 seconds.
Dude, I don't even remember what I was saying 30 seconds.
Well, you weren't talking about Nintendo. Oh, we lost you again.
Ago. What the fuck?
Oh, but yeah, the like this is tariffs. 100%. These price increases are because of tariffs. We're 5 years in on this console cycle for Xbox, and this is 100% because of tariffs. Usually about this time frame is when you see prices decreasing on hardware and peripherals, but I don't think we're going to get that luxury moving up
Nope.
into the into the next console wave. And we do know that new consoles are set to be coming out in the next 2 years. They're saying 2027 is what's rumored right now, with a handheld on the way this year. Now, Garrick, we see Nintendo have to adjust their prices due to the tariffs recently. They kept the hardware at the same level, but they changed all the pricing on their peripherals, which I think 450 is pretty spot on for a handheld. Like I think that's adequate considering what they're doing. Like
It
personally,
competes. It
yeah,
competes like
it
with what's available in the market. It still makes sense.
yeah, I think it makes sense. I think it's on for what it does with the fact of it being portable and everything and the technology that's in it. And looking at an Xbox Series S, I think it competes with that. Would you agree on that part?
Yeah, yeah.
Especially on the backbone of like the Nintendo exclusives too. You know, I feel like that's adequate. But here's the thing. For the last 2 years, we've already seen PlayStation raise the price of their console in other territories. We've already seen this happen.
Absolutely.
We've seen it happen in Japan and we've seen it happen in Europe. Those are like the two most notable places I can think of on the pricing there. Now, do you think we see Sony raise the prices of their consoles and peripherals now? Do you think that's going to happen?
Fuck, man. I sincerely hope not. I would like to think that Sony tends to be forward thinking enough that they did this shit knowing that it was kind of be coming down the line because that's kind of how they do. Uh, but knowing them, like money is always king, so I could easily see them raising like console prices another $50.
Here's the thing. They haven't raised the price of the console in the US yet.
No, I definitely
Oh, we lost him again.
see. I definitely
Oh, we're losing you, Garrick.
$50. Dude, it's not even my internet. My ping is 20. I have no idea what's going on.
And yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, so I do think I think by the end of the year we see PlayStation announce that they're doing a very similar structure on price raise, which sucks because I've been holding out on getting a PlayStation 5. I have not bought one. I don't think I'm even going to get one at this point. Like honestly, like I have a PC. They've shown that they're putting their games out on PC. I think with inflation and tariffs and taxes and stuff like that, I think this might sway PlayStation into releasing more of their software on PC, like closer to day of. Like, would I be wrong in thinking that? Because they're going to think about ways that they can make more money. Because obviously, with prices increasing, like, people are going to be dissuaded from wanting to spend as much money in one place, right? I feel like console sales are going to slow down and stuff like that. And we already see Microsoft taking the initiative and putting their games on other consoles. You know, like I guarantee you this summer Games Fest, we're about to get a slew of announcements of Xbox games coming to the Switch too. Like 100%. But do you
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Be forward thinking on.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think this is definitely something we need to keep an eye on. And you want my hot take on this? I don't think this is going to be the only price increase we see.
I don't think so either, man.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like a year or two, but I think before this 4 years is done, we get another one for sure.
I think we get another one within the next 6 months. That's what I'm going to say. I think there's another one in the next 6 months. I'm calling it right now. I do not want it because it sucks. Nobody wants price increases. We are at an era of this console generation where prices should be going down for this hardware. Like, it should be going down, but with the tariffs and the increases of taxation on the components coming from overseas and other countries, specifically places like China and Taiwan, because our Orange Cheeto hates those parts of the world. Just like I'd probably hate him more. I don't know. And you know, that can be on air. I don't give a shit. But yeah. I guess everybody is just going to have to watch their wallets and really think about, you know, where their purchases matter. And this is why we have Game Pass, right? This is kind of why Xbox has already taken the initiative to put Xbox everywhere. I mean, there's TVs that you can hook a controller up to and stream games to now. You have Game Pass on your Samsung TV, your LG TV. You have Game Pass on your phone. You have Game Pass on your PC and your Xboxes if you already have one. And I would not be surprised if they broker some sort of deal to get something out there with Nintendo or PlayStation eventually at the rate that these IPs are moving to other platforms. Garrick, any final thoughts on this one?
I'm sorry,
Well, I think we
shit the bed.
Yeah, it did. Well, with that being said, guys, we're gonna keep a closer eye on this, and we're gonna update you
I think it's Discord actually, but
I agree. We're gonna keep a closer eye on this and give you guys updates as they come back. For now, we all thank you for rocking with us at GK and Death Ratio.
Sorry.
And yeah, please let us know what you think about rising prices, what you think about Towerborne, what you think about Gears of War coming to PlayStation. Get in the comments, leave us a review, tell your friends, tell your family, you know, find a frog in the wild and play one of our YouTube videos to it, you know, while you're playing Fetty Wap off of the Beats pill or something. Yeah. Because this has been Good Kraken's Death Ratio, your source for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear each and every week. If you liked what you heard, you can head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/Good Kraken Pods, where you can get exclusive content, discounts on merchandise, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services, wherever you like to watch or listen. You can also help us level up our game by joining the GK community on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in the description section below, then subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Death Ratio and leaving a review there. We have to go, but until next time,